Hi, I'm Laura Serrano. I'm going to present my research project. My research project is about motivation and its relationship with a second language acquisition. Motivation is something that must be redirected by the teacher in favor of the achievement of the learning goals and for creating positive environment for learning. Knowing and exploring the student perceptions allow linking the cognitive processes with the student conscious with subjective aspects that must be inducted by the teacher for creating learning experiences. The problematic situation is about the concern of the English area coordinator in the Confessional School about the fifth grade elementary students' low performance. They express to feel boredom with the monotonous activities. Problem statement. Getting focused on the motivational aspects of the problem, this research pretends to answer two relevant issues. What type of extrinsic and intrinsic factors have been affecting the student's motivation for learning English, and how to intervene those aspects through didactical strategies for having the student's engagement and promoting language acquisition. Research objectives to identify the factors that affect the student's motivation for learning English and their relationship with the student's performance, to determine how the didactical strategies contribute to the student's engagement, to analyze the importance of involving the affective factors in the acquisition of a second language like English. The limitations of research are related to psychological or traits or assumptions derived of the teaching role that might demand another type of interventions related to teacher development, and the resources that the schools dispose for the implementation of the strategies could limit the teaching practice, and the impact of the family context for supporting the learning process. Significance of the student, when the students feel motivated, it's more organic for them to carry on the responsibilities and challenges that come with the acquisition of a second language. When we establish what type of change might be included in the lesson planning with the use of didactical strategies for promoting language acquisition, it's necessary to know this for help teachers to be more effective in reaching the teaching learning goals and engaging the students during the process. Definition of terms. There is some terms that are common in my research. That is a didactic strategy. That is the compilation of methods, procedures, and techniques for promoting learning. If FL, English foreign language, FL, foreign language, motivation, that is a process that conducts a person to satisfy a need. Interesting motivation, that is related to genuine interest in a topic or in an activity, in reaching personal goals. And extrinsic motivation, that is related to the influence of the behavior, the social demands, and meeting the parents' expectations. In the literature review, I found that human motivation enjoys a long tradition of research from psychological and educational viewpoints. The determination of motivational factors related in theories like Garner and Lambert. They recognize the impact of the use of learning materials and the development of security and a sense of competence for expressing themselves in classroom and the experience of success for achievement the goals. And the maintenance of motivation, according to the Garner socio-educational model, described as a clue of the language acquisition. The second language acquisition involves aspects that self-determination, planned behaviors, self-imaginative visions, features perspective, dynamic and process-oriented approaches for designing strategies that assure the development of the competence in an cognitive process. And something relevant that teachers must become mediators of language learning, making emphasis on the student targets with the creation of learning experiences that sustain the student's motivation. Previous studies. This is a recurring topic in educational research. Reviewing the previous studies, we could recognize the research variables and the type of factors that affects the student's motivation. I found a study called The Power of EFL Teachers' Motivational Strategies. In this article, the author describes motivation as a cyclic process. A study from Peralta that based her study in the use of creative teaching resources to engage students in a school from Ecuador. This study shows the impact of creating motivational activities for promoting and enhancing the reading and writing skills in the students. And another study from Camelo that points out the importance that are utilized to implement didactical strategies in the language teaching. The research framework. The framework of this research is based on the theories of Krashen, Duley, Birth about motivation is a fundamental axis of the acquisition of skills in second languages. Garner relates motivation, the context mediation, the metacognitive and attitude difference among students with the importance of a personal orientation for reaching the success and the linguistic and non-linguistic competence. The process of the second language acquisition demands a strategic intervention and the establishment of metacognitive structures with the inclusion of the fun, with the promotion of soft skills like critical thinking, self-regulation, and the recognition of the social benefits of the acquisition of a second language. The research hypothesis states that we consider the identification of the intrinsic and extrinsic factors that affect the motivation in the students. We could evaluate the effectiveness of the curricular application, the role of the students within the learning process, the didactical strategies, and the influence of the teacher role. We intend to outline what type of didactical intervention are most convenient or relevant for reaching the pedagogical objectives. The research and methodology correspond to a descriptive approach, qualitative information. We aim to discriminate the main characteristics of the issue with the students' motivation for English learning. The collection of data is for 20 students. The survey is designed by the 5th grade teachers and the area coordinator. The instrument is a closed-end survey that you will find in the description of this video with alternative question in a Likert scale for measuring the student attitude. They must justify their answers for recognize the student feelings, sensations, and contribute to get a data analysis for the achievement of the research aim. These are the reference, and thanks for watching.